Welcome, time traveller. You finally made it into big time. You've got your brand new pocket watch, and there you are, only to find that there's either no one around, there's no parties, or everybody is way too high or away from their keyboards. It's a crying shame. But that's where we're here to help today. Rank 1 to 10 power leveling guide, doing it solo, the quickest and easiest way to get you where you need to be. But first, let's get everything set up. You might want to play a different character class later on, but for now, start a Quantum Fixer. Equip all of your starter items, get through to your skill trees, and power up your wisdom. That's the only one that we want for this for now. Also though, with your skills, you're only going to want these two green ones, the Light Heal and Heal Drone. Levels 1 to 5, we're going to take Light Heal. Levels 6 to 10, we're going to take the Drone. Next up is combat. You really do need to master the basics of combat, but this combo, left click, left click, left click, right click, this 4-hit combo is going to be what you're going to want for pretty much all of your battles to do the maximum damage. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's that 4th hit that's going to hit multiple mobs for the most damage possible. So let's master that, then we'll jump straight into a dungeon. Now, levels 1 to 5 are only going to take you 10 or 15 minutes, potentially one dungeon to do that. You're going to want to grab your daily bounties and grab your weekly bounties because they're going to give you some XP boosts, and then you're going to be looking for the gate with the big fish above it, and that's like this one right here. I suppose you could really say you're going fishing. Anyway, enough of that and my bad humour. If you like this kind of content, make sure you subscribe to DadPlay. We produce stuff like this all the time for different blockchain games. But before we jump into this one, remember to assign your skills to the hotbar and remember what numbers they are, because when you do need to do a quick heal, you're going to want to do that very quickly. And then we're going to jump into the dungeon itself. Now, this is going to be starting like as if it was a brand new character with no items or anything, and you're not going to want to waste your time with things like the fauna here for 4 XP, but remember, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 is your combination. That's what you want for your fights, and then again, don't waste your time with these little bugs here. We'll wave goodbye to them, they're not worth the 10 XP.
Bye, have a great time!
So let's run on through the dungeon. What we want to do is focus on the objectives on the right hand side. So for this one, it's the corrupted portals. We're going to rush all the way to the corrupted portal, forget every mob on the way, and then we want to focus purely on closing this portal and killing the guardians that come out of it as well. Now there are various things that you can do to make this a bit easier, but don't hit things like that. So when these portals open, you're going to get all of the ones with the red arrows above them. Remember to stock up on your healing potions, your regen potions and your speed potions as well, and make sure you keep an eye on your health as well, because when you do fall down on this, you're not going to get the chance of a resurrection because you are going to be on your own. But take out these big guys and then you'll see your XP will start jumping massively. Look, we was only at half a level there and we're already up into our 2nd level as we move on through the rest of this dungeon. Another point to note with these early dungeons is don't waste your gold on weapons or any of the skill trainers. You simply don't need them unless you are going to be in a party trying to heal people. Save those for later on, stack yourself up for while you're soloing, because you really do only need your drone for healing you over time and your light heal for immediate heals when you need them, and if you really do get into trouble, that's where you're going to want your regeneration potions. So let's fast forward now. We're going to go back into our level up section. We're going to put wisdom, as we said, on our stats. We're also going to keep plugging that light heal for the moment until we get to level 5. And we'll race on now, straight forward into the boss room. And this is where things get interesting, and you really do need to just pay attention to what it tells you on the right side of the screen to make your life so much easier rather than killing unnecessary mobs. Have a look on the right and you have a look at your boss horde, and you can see there that there is only one that we need to kill. So let's rush that guy straight forwards and let's take him out, and then we can get this finished and move on to the next section. Now, my best advice for combat as a Quantum Fixer is to heal often, get out of the way and dodge powerful attacks, and use your 1, 2, 3, 4 combo as much as you physically can.
Finish him!
And that is it. It's as simple as that to finish the first dungeon. We can check our loot to see if there's anything that we can use, and then it's back, rinse and repeat, and we start the journey from level 5 all the way through to level 10, which also increases our rank. But that is mainly it. The big difference for level 6 to 10 is that rather than putting ability scores into the light heal, you're going to be wanting to put them into your heal drone, but continue with wisdom as your main stat increase and repeat running things solo, but save your gold for your pocket watch upgrades would be my main piece of advice. I really don't think you need the weapons and armor that you can buy at this stage, but the other upgrades are more important. Now, as you start moving through and you start to do your first 15 levels, I recommend you do it from a solo perspective. It saves you waiting for a party and gives you a bit more experience of playing the game and understanding how combat works. Then at rank 15 you can upgrade to a tier 2 pocket watch. It will reset you back to level 1 for a character, but you do retain your rank, but you can get better items. That also unlocks the pocket watch cogs, which give you additional abilities, so look out for one called Heal Zone and also one called Chain Heal. Now, my final piece of advice is around the underutilized skill of mining. Look out for rocks and use the things that it gives you, the items, to create gems that are going to increase your damage. As a quantum fixture, you are quite squishy, so getting the most damage out of your weapons and finishing combat quickly, I would say, is an absolute priority. And who knows, you might find an NFT along the way as well. Have fun out there, and I look forward to seeing you in some dungeons.